It's moment of truth time. Okay. See what we got here. 68. 70. 70. So you guys are going to witness it first. Fingers crossed that this thing decides it's going to behave. After all that work, I sure hope it does. I cleaned the starter, and the starter wasn't engaging because the cleaning fluid was causing too slick a surface. It's got a slip clutch in it. So I had to take it off and douse it with carburetor cleaner, which is essentially electronics cleaner. It all evaporates off. So alright, it was the same way with the intake. I'm nervous, I'm worried. Alright, the engine's cool, and I mounted the gas tank low, and the engine has cranked over a few times, but I did not have the shut off or the solenoid engaged. So let's just do it. Let's see what we got. Get up, Nick. Get back over here. Got it set up with the solenoid. Got a solenoid mounted over here, and starter switch, which is somewhere. There it is. There's my starter switch. We need to get over here where the throttle and the choke are. Alright. Choke. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, contact. Okay, it runs, but we've got some kind of an issue going on with it, and I'm pretty sure it's carburation, so we will see what is going on with the carburetor and address that, and then I'll get back to you guys in just a minute. So stay tuned. Hey, did a little carb adjusting. I just had to set the jets. I didn't have them metered right, and that's why it was running like crap. So let's see how she runs now. Are we ready? Well, I think we can I'm going to do a couple more things to it. But there she goes. I don't want to run it too hot because that 600-degree exhaust is right on my workbench. And my clamps were too small. You guys see, you remember when I did the intake, all this is just the cleaning solution burning off of it. But she runs good. I'm going to do a compression check on it, pop the valve covers, check again for valve lash, make sure everything's seated in just fine, and also flip it up on its belly and check for any leaks anywhere. But folks, I think we've got a winner. Let's start it again just for the heck of it, just because we can. Another engine done by Zippo. Well guys, thanks for going along on the ride. It was a very bumpy ride. I was not thrilled at all with all of the damage that was done because of the other repair shop, but this little beauty is now ready to go back home right there, and I can get it out of here. So it's only 1 o'clock, so I can get that done today, get it ready, and give Andy a call and say, hey, come pick up your new and improved Conquest. I just remembered I still have to put the lift arm on, so I may be calling him tomorrow. All depends. But I'm pleased. You see it's throwing the what was under the flywheel, the cleaning solution that was under the flywheel, it's throwing it. But we'll get her all cleaned up, and we'll run it for a while, like I say, and pull the valve covers, check the valve lash again. Obviously new oil filter, new air filter. Cleaned out carburetor, thoroughly cleaned out the carburetor, got all the junk out of it. Just what a mess. I'll tell you, Andy, it was a fight, and I'm happy for you though. I'm glad you found me. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just a perfectionist. Nothing leaves me without it being right. So anyway, there you go, guys. Here's your friendly neighborhood Zippo. We'll do the final conclusion of the Conquest all in one piece in a separate video segment. But I'm happy camper. I just got, I may as well talk a little bit. We'll see how much time we got here. 6 minutes. I got a little clip to put on before that. While I was working on this, I got a call. Guy's got a John Deere 0-turn that's got one hydro not working, so he's just moving circles. He's wanting to bring it, and he was wanting to bring it today, and I'm like, dude, no, I've got 7 riding mowers ahead of you and 1 push mower ahead of you. You can bring it out if you don't care if it sits outside. So he's going to bring it out. In a perfect world, it's just a belt. In a not so perfect world, he's going to be in deep at being a John Deere. I'll have to get the hydro, and the hydros are probably brand specific as per John Deere specifications, so that no other hydro will work, so you have to buy it from John Deere. Bruce knows all about that, don't you, Bruce? Except for the engines. I mean, you can work on those through the manufacturer of the engines, but Anyway, yeah, I'm done talking. I'm done babbling. I'm going to get the rest of this stuff done. This is your friendly neighborhood, Zippo. I'll catch all of you guys on the next video, and I promise I will be on the next video. And do me a favor. Smash that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out. It is... I'm having trouble getting my phone in my pocket. 2:15. Last you saw, that engine was on the workbench. Well, now she's back home. This side of the hood doesn't like to go down. There we go. Oh, let's see how she acts. But my job's not done yet. What happened here, I'll show you on the other one. This is the good one, the new one. What happened? Come on, stay put. It's welded on one side, but not the other, and it snapped in there. So this rod is what holds that lever stable. And this is what your lock goes on to. Forgot about the radio. And this is what your lock goes on to. This locking pawl here. Okay. Now, I am really hoping that I don't have to pull all the sheet metal, but I already know I have to pull all the sheet metal in order to put that lift rod in there. So even though it's running and driving and doing what it's supposed to do, and they could take it home and they could mow with it and do this and that, my job's not done. Got to pull the seat pan off, pull the dash tower off, pull the trans tunnel off. Then I can get to this and get it pulled out and put the new one in. It's going to take longer to do all that than it will be to change that arm out. It is what it is. Anybody want to come over here and be me for a while so that I don't have to do it? Please? It's alright. Andy's a good guy. Alright, that's it. So it is a wrap on the drivetrain on the Conquest 23 horsepower Vanguard. It's running like a top, running great. Been tooling around the neighborhood on it. Just putting some time on it. Put about 15 minutes on it, I guess. It took me about an hour to tuck the engine back in, get everything tied up and buttoned up. And something a little odd. The new drive pulley was shallower, so I had to make a spacer on the lathe. The difference, to level everything out, put everything where it was supposed to be. That was no big deal. Obvious, I mean, it only took that hour included lathing out that one part. All I did was just took a piece of existing 1-inch stock. You can see here, fresh cuts on it. Just cut a piece of that off, cleaned it up, slapped that in there. So I would say one job down, but another job to start. So when I get her stripped get ready to pull that arm out, I'll show you guys what kind of a mess I'll be into with that. And I don't know if I was. I told you guys as I was working on this, gent called, said he's got a hydro unit out in one of his John Deeres. Never ends. I've got a long list of people waiting, so he knows he's down the road a ways. Anyway, alright guys, that's it. It's Friendly Neighborhood Zippo. I'll catch you on the lift arm replacement. Might take the rest of the day off today though. And rest and relax. It's Sunday. I gotta make my grub. I usually make a meal big enough to last me through Friday. Then I'll usually treat myself on Saturday, unless somebody in the neighborhood cooks for me. Anyway, that's it. Your Friendly Neighborhood Zippo. Please hit the like button. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out.